hooked. It was unput-downable. And as soon as I finished reading the book, I told Jaya, I'm going to put down what I'm thinking right now because I may not feel the same a little later. And I'd really like to read out what my first thoughts after reading the book are. My husband's told me I quote myself is the wrong way to go, but I'm quoting myself. Okay. So here's what I wrote. The words reach out from the pages to softly envelop you and soothing embrace, gently coax you into the tale they're telling you. And you step along, willing, even eager. Soon you realize the silken bonds have turned into steel wires that hold you prisoner, unable, even reluctant to escape. And when at last you manage, or more likely are rudely shaken into the real world outside it, you're startled. You blink uncertainly like a man or a woman locked inside a when he opens the door to sunlight. And for a few lovely dazed moments, you're lost in that delightful twilight zone between the story and real life. And then, with a shake of your head to clear your thoughts, you return to the world. And that's when you know you've been reading Karma. This is a book that is going to, thank you. There's a writer in all of us yet. This is a book you will start, you're privy to have it tonight, start reading it tonight. And before I go any further and introduce you to the lovely author of the book, I think it's time to call on stage the man of the moment, the publisher, Ajay Mago of Om Books International. Great storyteller, a very bold writer of wonderful television fiction. She's been a producer, she's written series, she's directed sports shows. I mean, anything that I say will go run into a big resume. So let's just put our hands together and welcome our very dear friend, the author of Karma, Jaya Mishra. Woo! Is this mic on? No. Oh, yeah. Okay, Jaya, would you like to sit or stand? Oh, yes. Okay. Just
I'm a very nervous speaker.
Yeah, come here. We will proceed to have a shot a little later. Does this light make us look very scary? Because like this is supposed to be sensual and erotic.
No, it's not.
About the book. But I think we'll just start, Jaya, by asking you, you know, everyone said a lot about the book. But I just want to know, it's 2018. As a modern fiction writer, how did you end up choosing Vatsyayan's life to write about? I mean, there was a whole world stretching out, but you chose to set your book in 274 AD about the life of Vatsyayan. How did this happen?
So just imagine, here's this man, 2,000 years ago, who takes like 7 erotic texts, compiles them into one incredible book, Kama Sutra, and which is now in 2018 one of the most Googled words. Kama Sutra is the most Googled word. And yet nobody knows anything about Vatsyayan. There's very, very little known about him historically. And, you know, that just left the canvas so open for a writer like me to imagine who was this man, what motivated him to write this book. So I guess I was just consumed by my research on Vatsyayan. And it just sort of like flew out.
Okay, so your backdrop is obviously full of history. You have a very real backdrop, but there are also references to Indian mythology and figures from there. But all the characters in your book, are they entirely fictional? I mean, have they all been born out of your own imagery?
All the characters are fictional. The entire book is fictional. In fact, a lot of my friends who've been early readers, especially Maria, who's like beaten me up, because she heard the first 3 chapters and then I didn't know what else I'm writing, so she like beat me up completely. But basically, yes, I've cooked them all up, I admit. And you know, I just thought that the research that I did was on the background of the book, you know. Because the date of birth, Vatsyayan's date of birth is under shrouds, right? There's about 600 years of mystery.
And there's not much written about him in any case.
Nothing, not a lot, except that he sort of wrote this in Varanasi, all around North India. So, you know, I just thought of basing this in 273 AD, which is about 100 years before the Golden Gupta period. So when I began to imagine that period, I thought about, it must have been a very depraved, debauched times where the early Guptas were sort of land grabbing, growing their fiefdom into this large Gupta dynasty, which would have, a lot would be written about it after 100 years. But the growth of it, there's not much written, right? So I decided that I would base this extremely sophisticated, witty book, which he's written, the Kama Sutra, at a very barbaric time when he was born, juxtaposing both,
I think that's what brings about the wonderful oxymoronic setting that you have. Now, I've noticed that each character in your book, it symbolizes a trait, okay? Whether it's being the core thought of your book, I just think you also give your male characters a lot of strength and a lot of power, and you don't, because your writing is feminist, you haven't really underplayed any of those,
no.
right?
I mean, I wrote like a man. It's about Vatsayan's life, so I guess, we all have a man and a woman inside us. I just found my inner yin and yang in this book.
And they have connected beautifully. So Jaya, I thank you for this small chat, and I'm sure if we give them any more, they would want to read it themselves.
That's true, Minnie.
So
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Me Goose Flesh, how many ever times I read it. So I hope I do it justice, Jay. I carry like a shroud the blanket of stars, all tattered and torn. I carry within me. In this life, I might be the one whose breast you suckle when you come back weary from your inner wars. But the irony is that mine is the very breast you want to run away from. I can also dress in red silk with jasmine and vermilion in my hair. But it is my scent that will choke you. Like someone in love, I can bathe your feet and soothe your woes. But I also know that I am the endless lament, the peeved screech. I can be the one who sings you songs of love in the monsoon when the river is flushed and overflowing as we sit on the terrace. But I will also be that trickle of despair on a barren hillside. You see, Vatsayan, the possibilities of being me, the possibilities within me are endless. But it is not easy being me. She spat out each word. Through her impassioned speech, she laid bare her soul within minutes. Thank you.
It's got everything. It's got every element of that. So when I read this book when I was rehearsing for Aladdin, sitting at NCPA, she sent me the same copy that Maria had taken, and Maria had underlined bits. Such as Maria Goretti. So I said, Acha, I'm not going to read those bits because those are Maria's bits. They're all heartfelt. I thought some of them might be about cooking, but they were not. But when I genuinely went through it, I reached rehearsal at 10:30, and at lunchtime I was telling everybody else, have you read this book? Have you read this book? It hadn't even been published. I have already bought copies because if I go tomorrow to our play without those copies, I will not be allowed in because I've already sold the book to so many people. I finished the book in 7 hours because 2 hours was spent in rehearsal. Honestly. So she said, I told somebody you finished it in 7 hours. I said, no, actually I finished it in 5. And I read it at one go. Sweeping, epic in every way possible. And I picked up a passage that I loved because the minute I saw it, I said, anybody जो दिल में ना वो फिल्म वाला बॉम्बे आके ना हराने के अंदर फिल्म बनाने का चाह होती है, ये पैसेज पढ़ते ही स्क्रीन प्ले नजर आता है. So I saw this passage and I said, this is the passage I'm going to read. Also, I love Rabada as a character, which is the eunuch mother of Vatsayan. She looked hard at him and then with a small wave of a hand dismissed him and Ramana. Vatsayan stared at her. A knife twisting in his heart, he wondered what kind of woman she was. In that moment, something flipped and Vatsayan felt hot rage. He left the room. As he slowly walked down the secret passage, his mother followed him. His knees were weak and he felt like he might faint. His heart was beating fast and he stood balancing himself. They were in the corridor that ran behind the palace, a rough-hewn secret passage lit with candles. He felt Ramana's hand on his shoulder. She spoke gently as though she was putting him to sleep. My son, how does it feel? Did you not realize it was all a setup? Shocked, Vatsayan turned at his mother. the one who had raised him, transformed herself to her worst form. She clapped on his face and laughed like a banshee, her harsh voice echoing down the corridor. She said, "Oh, you moron! The Queen Mother and I had planned this just so that we could save her from killing herself. And once her mental equilibrium had returned, she became who she always was, a cold-hearted princess."
Arshad.
Yes, please.
Look.
सच के सिवा और कुछ नहीं कहूँगा
हाँ,
जो
बस
भी कहूँगा
यही ठीक है. So, I mean, I just have a very one-line simple question. You've known Jaya for a very long time. Did you think she had karma in her?
You know, the thing is, when I met Jaya, this is long time back, when Maria and Jaya were doing this cricket thing in Africa, which both of them didn't know anything about cricket. I realized they're really good con women. All right. So the fact is, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but some people, when you see them, there is a certain kind of glow. And you know that they will do something in life. They are meant for something else. And that's what Jaya was to me. When I saw, I said, ये जो कर रही है इस वक्त ये time pass है. Sooner or later she'll be heading some big TV channel or running something, you know. I knew that's going to happen. What I feel, karma is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of Jaya Mishra. And if you read the book, and if you read between the lines, it's actually Jaya. Brutally honest, very sorted, very intelligent, very smart. Check बाद में दे देना. देखो झूठ हद तक बोल सकता हूँ बस हो गया यार.
Control yourself.
Control yourself. No, but really, and of course, Jaya sent me her first few when she wrote. She said, "Arshad, ये जरा पढ़ो और अपने ख्यालात मुझे जरा बयां करना." तो मेरे ख्यालात काफी बौखला गए थे. मैंने कहा ये तो मेरे घर पे आके चाय पिया करती थी. ये क्या लिख दिया इसने? But you know, see, that's what it is about Jaya. You have all of us, I mean, I would say the whole country, think something, they say something, they do something. Jaya is feisty enough to do exactly what she thinks. And very few are like that.
True.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. और दो साले
Yes.
पैसे कमा रहा है उसके ऊपर.
All right.
Buy the book.
और बोलना है?
ये बोलेगा buy the book, buy the book.
ठीक है.
जब भी मागो के पास माइक जाएगा बोलेगा buy the book. Buy the book.
All right. We have more guests to call. Ladies and gentlemen, calling on now the director of many blockbuster films. The man who has
Please welcome.
a huge talent. The man who has a talent to make many good stories work, and most importantly, he is famously known as the husband of a very good-looking woman. Please welcome Kabir Khan.
ये बेइज्जत करने के लिए बुलाया हम लोग को बता रहा हूँ.
All right. So Kabir, I know that you have read Kama, and though we've spoken a lot about, about Jaya and about her potential, I wanted to know, you've read Kama. Do you see the potential of a humongous screenplay that you can be adapted to a series? I mean, the storytelling that's involved?
Roshan just gave an audition.
We kept that in the files. We did.
No, but honestly, when I was shooting a film in Manali when Jaya joined us over there, and I don't know what she was researching in the jungles of Manali, but she ended up writing a lot next to that river, in that beautiful setting. And I used to actually discuss and read passages as she was writing them, because she used to get up early and start writing. That's around the time when we used to go to sleep because we were shooting with Salman Khan. But she was there for a long time, and we had a very interesting discussions. In fact, even with Salman, we used to sit and discuss, and she used to narrate all these scenes. And when I finally read it on paper, was also, like Roshan just said, that it actually looks like a screenplay. I think it's because of Jaya's screenwriting background that it was, when I was reading it, every book in a certain way makes you, imagine and visualize scenes, and, you get visuals in your mind, and everyone gets different visuals for themselves. But with this book, I could literally see close up, shift focus, dolly, track. It's so vivid. It's so written for the screen, and I do hope, and it's something I've already started talking to Jaya about, I really do hope that gets made into a big international series one day.
All right, who's really changed the narrative for the Indian woman forever, somebody who takes risks and backs talent. She's been called the Tsarina, but I would say no, she's the Tsar of talent. TV, please put your hands together for Ekta Kapoor. Ekta, thank you for being here.
I must say, Jaya has some great wingmen, man. Her friends are like, they're all there. Somebody's anchoring, somebody's speaking passages. Mine would be near the bar. I'd find them later. Oh, you guys finished? Huh? I really don't have any. Oh. I haven't yet read the book. I must say, I just met Jaya a few months ago. She's writing for me. She wrote a great show for me called Kehne Ko Hum Safar Hai, which did very, very well. And we actually broke quite a few records. What I have to say about her, even though I've not read much about her book, is that she has definitely she can make you scared, or she has a compelling power. As we all know, I have a friend whose Mehndi is there today, and I couldn't attend it because and then I said I can't even come here because I have a meeting. But Jaya's beautiful face is good enough to get you here. So this is to you, Jaya, and I must say, if you've written the book the way the passages are, I think it's a bestseller, ready to be adapted, and you guys are like going to be you don't be in a different space after this book is made into a movie or a film. Honestly.
इवेंट के बारे में क्या बताऊँ, आपने खुद देख लिया कि कितना एक्साइटिंग, कितना इंटरेस्टिंग इवेंट था। ऐसे जब भी यहाँ पे दो दोस्त हैं हमारे, मतलब दोस्त तो सभी हैं, लेकिन अजय जो है ओम के ओनर, वो हमेशा इंटरेस्टिंग बुक्स ही पब्लिश करते हैं। और जया मिश्रा के बारे में क्या कहूँ, शी इज़ रिटन सम ऑफ द मोस्ट लेजेंडरी स्टफ ऑन टेलीविजन एंड सिनेमा, एंड नाउ दिस बुक कामा। there's something I'd like to say about Jaya is I've never worked with her, like she's just written a show for my brother which has created records on web. कहने को हम सफ़र है। और कामा के बारे में मैंने पढ़ी नहीं है किताब, लेकिन मैंने 2 एक्सर्प्ट्स पढ़े थे, और मुझे लगता है कि जैसा वो सोचती हैं, जैसा वो मानती हैं, उन्होंने ठीक उसी तरह से एक किताब लिखी है। आई थिंक इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ ब्लॉकबस्टर। वीवी फिल्म्स के लिए वेब सीरीज़ ख़त्म की है, उसका नाम है मेमोरीज। बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट है। विक्रम के साथ काफ़ी अरसे से काम करना चाह रहा था और फाइनली इट्स कम ट्रू। बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट है। आई डोंट वांट टू टॉक मच अबाउट इट राइट नाउ, बहुत ही जल्द एयर पे आएगा। इट्स अबाउट न्यूज़ चैनल एंकर आपकी तरह ही, लेकिन उसके पास एक गॉड गिफ्ट होता है। वो किसी भी डेड इंसान के नफ्स को पकड़ के उनकी लास्ट ज़िंदगी के आखिरी लम्हे जी सकता है, एंड दैट्स हाउ ही हेल्प्स द पुलिस सॉल्व अ लॉट ऑफ केसेस। तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। मैं ऐसा शो काफ़ी टाइम से करना चाह रहा था और भगवान की कृपा है कि मैं कर रहा हूँ। मेरे लिए हर दिन खास रहता है, हर दिन कोई नया सीन करने को मिलता है, लेकिन एक बहुत खास बात है, दो खास बात है कि मुझे सोहेल ततारी के साथ काम करने का मौका मिला और एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत अदाकारा प्रियल गौर, जिनके बारे में बहुत सुना था मैंने कि बहुत ही टैलेंटेड है, बहुत खूबसूरत है, उनके साथ काम करने का मौका मिला। एंड आई होप दैट द पीपल विल लाइक आवर पेयरिंग एंड आवर केमिस्ट्री बिकॉज आई वांट टू डू अ लॉट मोर वर्क विद हर। शी इज़ वन ऑफ द फ्यू पीपल आई वर्कड इन द रिसेंट पास्ट हु इज सो, वो बोलते हैं ना, ऑन द बॉल। शी वाज, मतलब एक बार सीन हम लोग रिहर्स करते थे एंड शी वाज रेडी। तो आई बिकम अ ह्यूज फैन ऑफ हर्स। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि ये जो मोमेंट्स हैं वी कैरी फॉरवर्ड टू मेमोरीज पार्ट 2 वेरी शॉर्टली। विक्रम, इफ यू आर लिसनिंग, यू नो, हिंदुस्तान में अनफॉर्चुनेटली कामसूत्र हिंदुस्तान की देन है दुनिया को, लेकिन हम लोग ही इसके बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं। हम लोग ही कतराते हैं कामा के बारे में बात करने से, काम के बारे में बात करने से, और लगता है कि नहीं, ये इसके बारे में बोलना नहीं चाहिए। क्यों? जब ये है जो एक सच्चाई भी है, जो एक रियलिटी है, जो एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो दुनिया में अगर नहीं होती तो दुनिया ही नहीं होती। ये जो कायनात है पूरी काम पे टिकी हुई है और मैं खुश हूँ कि ये किताब इन्होंने लिखी है। मुझे लगता है कि बहुत सराही जाएगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
मेरी डेब्यू नॉवल है। आई एम अ फर्स्ट टाइम राइटर और ये फिक्शनल नॉवल है जो बादशाहन की ज़िंदगी पर मैंने बेस किया है। बादशाहन जिन्होंने कामासूत्र लिखा है और कामासूत्र 2000 साल पहले लिखी गई थी, मगर जो आज बहुत ही सबसे ज़्यादा गूगल्ड वर्ड है, मगर बादशाहन के बारे में लोग नहीं जानते। ये नहीं जानते कि कौन थे वो, कहाँ पैदा हुए, उनका मोटिवेशन क्या था कामासूत्र लिखने का। तो ये सब सवाल जो मेरे मन में उठे जब मैंने काफ़ी इन पर रिसर्च किया, तो मुझे लगा कि किसी ने आज तक एक कहानी नहीं लिखी है एक ऐसे आदमी के ऊपर जिसने प्यार, मोहब्बत, सेक्स के बारे में लोगों को सिखाया है कि हाउ दे शुड लिव देयर लाइफ। तो यही सोच के एज ए राइटर मेरे लिए ये कैनवस बहुत बड़ा था। मैंने सोचा इनके कैरेक्टर के बारे में लिखूं और एक कहानी अचानक अपने आप से आने लगी। एंड इट्स अ प्योरली फिक्शनल नॉवल। It's an entirely fictional novel, and इसमें that's what it's all about. तो मैंने जो कोशिश की है इस किताब में कि मैं एक ऐसी कहानी का विवरण करूं जहाँ पे राजा है और बहुत ही एक बारबेरिक टाइप के टाइम है जिसमें इस कहानी को बेस किया है हमने। तो कैसे उस वैसे वक्त में बादशाहन ने रिसर्च किया, क्योंकि कामासूत्र अगर आप लोग थोड़ा भी पढ़ेंगे इसके बारे में 7 किताबों का मिश्रण है। इट इज़ लाइक अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ 7 बुक्स। तो कैसे उनको 7 किताबें मिली, कौन वो औरतें या कौन आदमी थे उनकी लाइफ में जिन्होंने उनको इन्फ्लुएंस किया। सो इट इज़ बेसिकली इट्स अ फिक्शनल स्टोरी, इट्स फॉर फन, देयर इज़ लव इन इट, देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ वॉर, देयर इज़ समथिंग लाइक लिरिकल वायलेंस इन इट। सो इट्स अ नॉवल टू एंजॉय एंड देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ इरोटिका। करीब 5-6 साल पहले मैं पढ़ती थी कामासूत्र और मैं देखती थी कि लोग किताब तो करीब 2000 साल पुरानी है और छवियाँ जो आती थी वो तो सिर्फ से अबाउट 1000 ईयर्स, 800 साल या इवन 300 साल पुरानी आर्ट आती थी। तो मुझे लगा कि कहीं पे ना ये लॉस हो रहा है जो वात्सायन ने लिखा था उस बात का, क्योंकि ट्रांसलेशंस में लोग पिक्चर्स से ज़्यादा अफेक्टेड होते थे, क्योंकि पोजीशंस का पिक्चर्स था उसमें। जो आदमी जो वो बताना चाह रहा था सेक्स, तो सिर्फ उसका एक पार्ट है कामा सूत्रा का, वो आदमी क्या कहना चाह रहा था सूत्रा फॉर्मेशन में, तो कामा उसके बारे, उसकी लाइफ के बारे में है। घृणा होगी लोगों को, क्योंकि मैंने कैरेक्टर ऐसा क्रिएट किया है जो 14 साल की बच्ची से शादी करता है, और लोगों को ऐसी चीज़ें पढ़ के मुझे लगता है ये बहुत ही अपने अंदर का जानवर जो है पहचानना चाहिए, और ये बहुत ही घृणा वाली चीज़ है। इट्स अ वेरी हॉरिबल थिंग दैट्स हैपनिंग। तो फिक्शनल नॉवल है, उसमें मैंने कैरेक्टर ऐसा एक राजा का कैरेक्टर बनाया है, किंग नरसिम्हा गुप्त, जो काफ़ी बारबेरिक और इस टाइप के थे, और उनका पूरा ख़ानदान किस तरीके का था। और वात्सायन जो है वो एक हिजड़े का बेटा है मेरी किताब में, जिसको उस हिजड़े रमन्ना ने अडॉप्ट किया है, और कैसे वो उसको पाल पोस के गांव-गांव दौड़ के, बिकॉज उस समय ऐसे था कि अगर तुम हिजड़े के बेटे हो तो हम तुम्हें हिजड़ा बना देंगे। तो कैसे वो अपने बच्चे को बचाने के चक्कर में बनारस पहुंचती है, और जहां वो बड़ा होता है एक कोर्टिजन्स पैलेस में, जो राजा की जितनी रखेले हैं उनके बीच में बड़ा होता है वो। तो ऑब्वियसली उसका एक्सपोजर औरतों की तरफ और सेक्स की तरफ बहुत पहले से होता है, पर मोर देन सेक्स जो फिलॉसफी है, जो प्यार और ज़िंदगी, मतलब देखिए बहुत उस समय के ज्ञानी लोग बाहर ट्रैवल करते थे, माउंट कैलाश पे बैठ के अपना पेनेंस करते थे, पर वात्सायन एक्चुअली ट्रैवल्ड विद इन हिमसेल्फ, ढूंढने के लिए कि ज़िंदगी का असली मूल क्या है। तो इस किताब में फिलॉसफी भी है और फिक्शन भी है। थैंक यू।
बहुत अच्छी दोस्त है मेरी, बहुत सालों से मैं जानता हूँ उनको, और एक बहुत ही इवॉल्व्ड ह्यूमन बीइंग है वो एज अ पर्सन, वेरी फाइस्टी, वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, वेरी वेल रेड। तो उस तरह की एक महिला है जो जैसे मैं अक्सर कहता रहता हूँ कि मुझे कुछ औरतें हैं मेरी ज़िंदगी में who I deeply respect, I love and I admire, and Jaya is one of them. Saying that, जो किताब थी आई थिंक जब जया लिख रही थी, तो उसके पहले जब उसने कुछ चैप्टर ख़त्म किए थे तो मुझे मेरे लिए भेजा था कि अर्शद पढ़ के देखो तुमको क्या लगता है, एंड आई रेड इट एंड आई फाउंड इट वेरी बोल्ड। आई टोल्ड हर दैट, आई सेड यू हैव गट्स टू राइट अ बुक लाइक दिस इन अ टाइम लाइक दिस, यू नो, बिकॉज आई थिंक हम लोग एक ऐसे दौर से गुजर रहे हैं, और उसने इतनी बोल्ड किताब लिखी है, and it is so interesting. The book is brilliantly written, very enticing, and the moment you read it, me being an actor, I read it and I said, यार इसकी फिल्म बन रही है, जो मेरे ख्याल से बन रही है। So I think वो it's that kind of a book. That once you hold it, like Roshan said, you know, कि 5 घंटे में he just couldn't put it down. Like Maria said, she couldn't put it down. तो वो है, that's the quality of the book. It's a saga. It's a brilliantly written book, and I feel जो भी ये खरीदेगा, it's a very what do you call collector's item, I would say. You must have Kama in your library. You must have it. It's a brilliant book. I think यहाँ पे क्या है ना कि आप जैसे हर किताब के पीछे है ना एक ऑथर का दिमाग होता है। अब लिखाई सब करते हैं, you know, it's like when you're very well educated and very well read, you become an intellect. But then every intellect is not intelligent. That's where the quality lies. To be an intelligent writer is a quality very few have. Fortunately, Jaya has it. And that is the difference, I would say, between books, books written on Kama Sutra or Kama, and book written by Jaya. Not to say that they are bad books, but it's a question of choice and taste. And मेरे लिए personally, I found Jaya's book very interesting. Not because she's my friend. I would have told her कि ये बकवास है मत लिखो. But नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. Book वाकई में बहुत अच्छी है. I think it's a very interesting read and it's a fiction of her imagination. So the question lies in how wild and how brilliant your imagination is. And that is what you see in the book. जी. See, I'll tell you, beginning के कुछ chapters हैं जहाँ पे बहुत ही एक डिफिकल्ट रिलेशनशिप ऑफ होमोसेक्सुअलिटी ये सब इलेबोरेट किए. नाउ दैट इज़ अ टॉपिक जो हम अक्सर डरते हैं डिस्कस करने के लिए. वो इतनी खूबसूरती के साथ लिखी गई है दैट यू जस्ट डोंट फील एनीथिंग. यू रीड इट एंड ऐसा लगता है कि दिस इज रियलिटी, दिस इज हाउ इट इज. द क्वेश्चन इज आर यू एक्सेप्टिंग इट और नॉट. When you read the book, you realize there are not just this moment, there are many moments in the book that is like that. Political बातें मेरे साथ मत करो, मुझे पॉलिटिक्स से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. नहीं वैसे कुछ नहीं. ये book, I wouldn't say it is a controversial book at all. It is a fiction of a person's imagination and it's a brilliant imagination. Thank you.
Sir.